Hi, Mo here. Hi, girls. Hi, guys. It's Mo. You're on Mo Moon, my channel on YouTube here. I have a Sagittarius Sun reading. So it's for Sagittarius Suns only, please. And the spread is called Outer Attitude, Inner Truth. And it's a 7-card spread. The first card is in regards to inner truth about what you want. The second card is in regards to outer attitude towards achievement. The third card is about inner truth about what you need. The fourth card is outer attitude about values. The fifth card is inner truth in regards to your feelings. The sixth card is outer attitude and reactions. And the seventh card is future inner truth to be revealed. Now, it sounds a little bit confusing, I know, but as I draw the cards, you will see it will be more clear. And I'm using my Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. I haven't actually put the cards out for this spread yet. And I will read the cards one by one as I pick them up. I'm not going to turn them all over all at once. I'm going to read them one by one, and then as the other cards are being turned over, I can see if they have anything else to do with the cards that were turned over prior to them. So this is a Sagittarius Sun reading. Please, no Sagittarius moons or rising. I mean, you're welcome to watch the video, but I really think that it will mostly resonate or make sense to people who are Sagittarius Suns. If you're watching this for somebody who is Sagittarius Sun, that's great too. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit of frustration today. I hope that's something that you're not feeling, but if it is, I hope that this reading can help a little bit to give you some clarity, some insight, some hope, some comfort. I do very general readings. I don't do a lot of specific details, but there's plenty of readers on YouTube like Flavored Vivid or Stargirl the Practical Witch. There's several different Ali's Tarot. She's really good. Yeah, so if you want to find videos where you get more specifics, like details, I would say go to one of those channels. But if you also watch my channel, you can get like a little bit more of a psyche type of reading, like more of an energy of what's within. So for Sagittarius, let's put out your cards. So card 1, inner truth about what you want, Sagittarius. Card 2, outer attitude towards achievement. Card 3, inner truth about what you need. Card 4, outer attitude about values. Card 5, inner truth, your feelings. Card 6, outer attitude, reactions. And that was card 6. And card 7 is future inner truth to be revealed. So as I said, I'm using my RWS deck today. It's a very classic deck and I love it. So Sagittarius, how are we today? I know I already asked you that, but I hope you're doing well. I hope you're not too frustrated or too topsy-turvy, feeling a little bit pushed around, a little bit uncertain about yourself maybe, or about people around you. Just trying to feel the energy here for you, girls and guys, Sagittarius Suns. I know that before I decided to record this video, I dropped my coffee, was dropping all kinds of things, was making a mess, and I was like, oh my gosh, I hope this is not Sagittarius' energy because that's got to be rough. But let's see what the cards have to say. So, inner truth about what you want, card number 1 for my Sagittariuses. Inner truth about what you want. We have the 9 of Wands, right side up. Inner truth about what you want. I get the impression that the inner truth about what you want, Sagittarius, is that you just don't want to be bothered. I really get the impression that you're fed up. Inner truth about what you want, and you just want to be left alone. I see you looking around almost like, don't even right now. Like, don't even, don't even, don't even. I'm not in the mood. Point final. Leave me alone. Like, I really get that energy. For the Nine of Wands, for the inner truth about what you want. But I don't see a disconnect from the world for you with that. Like, I really do feel like you think that people around you are indifferent, and I feel like there is a clarity of mind with thinking that for sure. But I also feel like you haven't disconnected yourself from the world because you're Sagittarius, right? So you are pretty much what makes the world go round. I mean, you are the go-getters, you are the creators of success. If I had to say something, like, I would definitely say that that's what Sagittarius is. They create success. They don't stop. They're work, work, work. But I do feel like with the inner truth card, it is really about having like enough at this point. So card number 2, outer attitude towards achievement. We have the Three of Wands, right side up. Outer attitude towards achievement. For Sagittarius, it's interesting because you are fire signs, and so far the 2 cards have to do with the element of fire. Of course, you know we had the Nine of Wands for your first card, and then we have the Three of Wands for your outer attitude towards achievement, the second card. So I do feel like you're in your element for sure. Outer attitude towards achievement. I feel like you can look back on everything that you've done and really stand firm knowing that you've worked hard. Almost like you have worked hard and you know that, but you're still not going to stop working hard. And I feel like that's a good outer attitude towards achievement, because how else would you achieve unless you kept working? But I feel like you're not hesitant to just take a little break and look over everything that you've accomplished and all that you have achieved, which is a really good energy, because we started out with a lot of like aggression and a lot of like, it's not so much your aggression as much as it's the people around you, because as you see in this card, the person is holding one wand, but like all these wands are coming up behind this person, and it's almost like the world is so aggressive right now. And you're tired of it because you know how to play that game, and you've already made it to the top of the mountain. Like this person here, like made it to the top, and you're already looking over, you know, the landscape that is before you, whatever it is that is before you. But I really feel like this landscape sort of looks like water, almost like it's, because I feel like it's got like boats on it, like. I feel like the outer attitude towards achievement is almost like it isn't what it seems for you. What your outer attitude towards achievement is that sense that everything is not what it seems. And maybe that's where you're getting this frustration, is that you're feeling like you're dealing with a lot of two-faced individuals. And you see things very clearly, like this person at the top of the hill looking over all that like indecisiveness and like murkiness and like uncertainty. And it's almost like you've already made it to the top, and you see it, and you see that like you're tired of it, but it's like you don't want to be a part of it anymore. Okay, so for inner truth about what you need, we have card number 3 for Sagittariuses. We have the Strength card for inner truth about what you need. So, I mean, I don't want to belittle the cards. It's a pretty good Major Arcana card. The Strength card, so card number 8 in the Major Arcana. So maybe that's exactly what you need right now for your inner truth about what you need right now, Sagittarius. Maybe it's really about that fact that you need the strength. Stop picking at yourself is what I am feeling. Like, stop picking at yourself. You don't need to pick at yourself. You need to be gentle with yourself, and you need to take control of your surroundings gently, because it's hard to take control of your surroundings when you're fed up, and to do it in a gentle way. And on top of that, it's just like sometimes you just want to be like that meme. I don't know if you've seen that meme where the person is like, it's F this shit o'clock, and he throws up like his papers. He's like, it's the fuck this shit o'clock, and he throws up his papers, and it's time to leave work, you know? I don't know if you've ever seen that meme, pardon my swearing, but sometimes that's how we feel when we're fed up. It's just like we don't want to deal with it anymore. Like we're tired and we don't want to deal with it anymore. We don't even want to listen to another BS thing that someone has to say. It's almost like I've had enough. Leave me alone. I've heard it all and I'm tired and I want peace and quiet. And that's partly where you can gain your strength from, Sagittarius, is being yourself, really, and finding that inner strength that is within you. So for inner truth about what you need, there is that idea that you need strength for sure, and where are you going to get this strength for sure, right? But I feel like there's also that inner strength. There has to be, because how else would you have been able to see things so clearly and to get to this point in life? So for outer attitude about values, so maybe in regards to your values, in regards to strength, we have card number 4, which is the Knight of Swords, upside down, so reverse, the Knight of Swords. This is what it looks like right side up. And upside down. So for outer attitude about values, I see you retreating, to be honest. I don't see you going towards strength, Sagittarius, because we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. But I also want to tell you to think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing, because you have the Knight of Swords, and that means that you are using your mind, because the swords is the suit of the mind, the element of air, the suit of the mind. And I really want to get into your energy here. It's not so much about wanting to read surface. I don't want to read the surface. I don't want to say certain things that might not apply to all of the energy of the Sagittarius. So if you would be so kind as to let me in so I could help you, I'd really appreciate that, because right now it almost feels like you've put up a wall. Like it's almost like you think that I'm going to feed you some bullshit too, and that's why you're tired of like listening, right? So you're tired of listening, so you want to stop listening. But why else would you have clicked on this video if it wasn't to be able to get some sort of help through, getting someone to talk to you through this? So I really appreciate that. Thank you. So outer attitude about values with the Knight of Swords in reverse, I really feel like you want to run away from your problems, Sagittarius. You don't want to be like the Knight of Swords who's charging into battle. It's almost like you just want to retreat. And I do want to tell you that this card for outer attitude about values, that's okay. That's okay. Inner truth about what you need is the strength. And maybe, because this was the third card, inner truth about what you need, strength. And this was the fourth card, outer attitude about values, running away mentally, or running away from anything that will involve you having to use your mind. And so I feel like maybe that's what you need. Maybe you just need a break, Sagittarius, especially since you got to the top of the hill with this one. I really feel like it could be that you need a break, especially since this one is like injured around his head. It could be that, and I'm almost 100% certain that it's just that you need to find the strength to take a little bit of time for yourself and just write down what you are feeling. I really feel like that is a clear message that I want to get out there, is that I want you to take a pencil and a paper and write down exactly what you're feeling in this present moment. You'll be surprised how you feel. You might not realize that you actually felt this way. And I feel like that's the Knight of Swords, but not in reverse. I feel like the Knight of Swords was in reverse. That's what you wanted to do, but I feel like this is what you actually want to do. You want to charge forth with your sword in your hand and really get into the battle of what's going on here, and you want to utilize your strength to be able to do that. And I feel like it may seem like something so simple, but I feel like you're cool with that. I feel like with the idea of writing down what's on your mind, you really feel like that's a good step forward, and I'm happy to hear that. because I really feel like that's going to help. But it's also about not going too fast either, right? Because Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say. So really take your time. Stop beating yourself up. Stop beating yourself up. Stop criticizing yourself. Stop belittling yourself. If you want to do those things, write it down. Write it down. Write down how you're feeling. Just don't go through these circle with this like strength card. There's that infinity sign over her head, but this is the person that's exuding the strength to close the lion's mouth. Maybe the lion is the world and this is you, but you've got that going around and around over your head, never-ending infinity. And it's like you gotta take your hands and you gotta close the lion's mouth. But how are you gonna do that? Through the Knight of Swords, through the mind, the intellect, through writing down what's important to you. Don't rush into it. Just do it. Like the Nike sign, just do it. Okay. So for the fifth card is inner truth in regards to your feelings, Sagittarius is. Don't forget that you're fire signs, right? Sagittarius is your fire sign. So you got this. You got the willpower. You got the drive. You got the energy. It's okay to be tired temporarily. And it's okay to give yourself the time that you need to redevelop or recalculate or rebuild that strength within you. So inner truth in regards to your feelings for Sagittarius is inner truth in regards to your feelings about this whole situation. Okay, I have the Five of Pentacles, but in reverse. So the Five of Pentacles upright is very much about lack, but the Five of Pentacles in reverse could be the opposite of that. So it could be about abundance. So for the inner truth about your feelings is that you know that you're abundant. You know that you have hope. You know that you're not at a dead end. You know that there are options. And you know that you're going to take the option. You're going to take the option. So maybe you are going to take down this opportunity to, when you have a chance, write down how you're feeling. Maybe you're willing to hear the advice. And I am grateful for that because I feel like this will really, really help you. And I'm not trying to just say that because like I think that I'm the best. I'm trying to say that because I actually did it myself. Like I actually did start writing Dear Diary and feeling like this is how I'm feeling right now, you know, on this date, you know, September 13th, this is how I'm feeling, Dear Diary. And I really do, okay, guys and girls, maybe you will think, I know that you might think that this is silly, but I want you to start by writing Dear Diary and the date and Dear Diary and write down how you're feeling. But make sure you use those first two words, Dear Diary, because I feel like it'll bring you back to your childhood. And I feel like that's where you need to start, really, is being like a child again, because sometimes we have enough of this adult life, right? Sometimes we don't want to adult. We feel like that meme that says like, I'm not going to be adulting today. Like, you know, like, sorry about that, but yeah. So the outer attitude and reactions for the Sagittarius is Seven of Wands, but in reverse. So Seven of Wands, again, we have that fire energy, just like the Sagittarius is. So we had the Three of Wands, we had the Nine of Wands, and now we have the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is in reverse. And it's in regards to outer attitude and reactions. And so I don't see a fight here, right? Because if it was right side up, we could be fighting and we could be discombobulated, because you see he has a boot on one and a shoe on the other. It's almost like he doesn't know which way to turn. He doesn't know what's up and what's down, or she. And then in this direction, it's more like not giving into the idea of fighting unnecessarily for outer attitude and reactions. So that's good, right? Because you don't want to be fighting outwardly. You don't want your reaction to be one of starting fights with people, right? That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. And I didn't realize it till now, but yeah, that makes sense. The outer attitude and reactions being that of not wanting to fight, because who can say that they're logical and start a huge fight, right? That's not something that you want to do in your workplace or anywhere. You don't want to start that on the phone, especially if it's not necessary. I feel like the inner truth with your feelings, though, that idea that there is hope and that you're not going to give in to destitution with the Five of Pentacles, the inner truth in your feelings. There is clarity, but it's almost like it's going to be cold, the clarity that you're going to be receiving. It might be a very flat out bit of advice that you're going to get, maybe like the one where I told you to write down into your diary. It does seem like it could feel to you like it's very cold and very matter-of-factly, and I still see that you could have some kind of what the F face on you, like what the F, she's asking me to write your diary like I'm some sort of like little chick, little girl, you know. It's up to you. You don't have to do the things that I suggest to you. This is just a YouTube video. You know, how many times have you gone out and actually done what somebody on YouTube has told you to do, right? And I don't want you to go out and just do something. But I feel like this is harmless. If this is something that you're willing to try, I feel like it's harmless. And I don't see a fight, but I almost feel like there's no fight because you're almost like, yeah, right. Like, yeah, right. I'm not gonna do that. And that's fine. But let's just get on with the next card. So the outer attitude and reactions is really one of not fighting, not even believing enough to fight. And the future inner truths that will be revealed to you, Sagittarius, is the Four of Wands. Again, a wand card, but in reverse. So the Four of Wands upright is very much about letting in love. It's about being aware of who's coming into your life and being aware with the idea of being able to give love. But you had the Four of Wands upside down. And so I feel like it could be you blocking the idea of love, blocking the idea of receiving. And so this could be a future inner truth that's going to be revealed to you. And I just want to say that this could be that it's going to be revealed to you because you don't want to take my advice and just simply write down, dear diary, today this is how I'm feeling, because it's such a simple thing to do. And I know you let me into your energy and I'm very grateful for that. But I just want to remind you that you have this strength card for inner truth about what you need. And so you really need to be strong. You really need to be strong, and you really need to let people give you help, because I know that maybe you're just used to always being your own source of help. And you haven't really had a good experience with other people helping you. That's why you are Sagittarius, is because you always make things happen through your own power. But I think that your own power is also embracing the strength that other people have found that has worked for them in their life. So for future inner truth to be revealed with the Four of Wands in reverse, the idea of not being able to see when love is flowing into your life, that's something that will happen in the future. It's something that you're going to realize is that you can't be happy if you're not letting love into your life. You can't rejoice and be merry and be celebratory if you're not letting love into your life and you're not letting the abundance of the spirit of love come into your life, Sagittarius. I'm sorry that this wasn't a more exciting or positive reading, but I do feel like there will be positivity coming out of it, especially with the future inner truth to be revealed to you, that of being you have to, that of being not being able to accept the love that is being given to you. But I think that, with any tarot reading, it's really about what you are able to see within yourself. That actually is what makes the tarot reading successful or not for the person that's being read for. So if that's a truth that can be revealed to you within the next few weeks, I really do feel like this heads up for you has been worth it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, Sagittariuses. I'm sorry if you're going through a rough time right now, but I know that you'll get through it. I know that because who doesn't get through it if they want to? If you really want to get through it, you will. And if you really want to help yourself, you will. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? So remember to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, like this video or don't. Leave a comment if you feel like it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, Sagittariuses.